In this video, we're going to tell you what Fuerteventura is like in November.
Yeah, we've got a few questions asking us to give you an update, so we're going to cover in this video how busy it is on the island right now. We'll give you the latest statistics regarding COVID on the island and whether we think it's worth you coming this month.
So let's start with how busy it is on the island. So compared to October, it's slightly less busy. There's still a decent amount of people. The numbers have definitely dropped.
Yeah, the numbers have dropped a little bit, but I think this might be to do with the fact that England's numbers are getting a bit higher, or the UK are getting a bit higher in general, so maybe people are a bit worried to come away and scared that they can't get back. It might be to do with that. But as we're concerned on this island, nothing's really changed. It's still really safe here.
Yeah, and in terms of the COVID numbers, there's currently 49 cases and 1 person in ICU, which is still very little cases.
Yeah, when you compare that to everywhere else, this island is super safe. We've got a total of 17 people that have died, and that's since the beginning of the pandemic. That's since March 2020, so this island in general is really a safe place to be.
So the COVID restrictions currently here in November. So we're in level 1 restrictions, which means that you have to wear a mask when you're inside, only if you're standing up. If you're seated with a drink or food, you don't have to wear a mask. And outdoors on the streets, you don't have to wear a mask either. There are some exceptions though, for example like the markets. You may have seen some of our recent videos where you do have to put a mask on even when you're outside, just for like those local sort of, what would you say, like closed areas?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah, just where there might be quite a lot of people in one area. And there's also with this as well, in some bars and restaurants they ask to take your name and your number. This is just for like a kind of track and trace kind of system that we've got going on here, but on the whole, really good here.
And that's quite rare. There aren't many restaurants that ask you to do that.
No, there's not many.
restaurants.
We do that in Flex at the moment. Okay. I think a lot of the bars and nightclubs are supposed to do that.
Okay, and yeah, some of the markets have done that as well, but again, not all of them. And in cafes and restaurants, I've not experienced that once.
No, in a restaurant not so much. I think that might be bars and nightlife kind of thing. Okay. They have to do that. So as Harry said, we've carried on in level 1 for the 2nd week in a row. It looks like we're going to head for a 3rd week in a row as it gets updated on a Thursday, and it means that you can have 100% of your terrace outside. The capacity outside can be 100%, and inside you can have 75% capacity, so this is really good at the moment.
Yeah, and it means places are really filling up. You may have seen some of our night walks recently and you see the bars and restaurants are really busy. It's such a good feeling to see these places busy again and alive again, and not have people like spread out and just like one table empty, one table full. So it's really nice just to see everywhere getting busy again. Yeah,
and the table numbers as well have extended as well, so you can have 12 people to a table at the moment in a bar or restaurant, which is really cool.
So what's open here in Fuerteventura? I think pretty much everything.
Yeah, pretty much everything. One of the most recent ones to come back was Waikiki nightclub. Of course, they were the big ones that was, the nightlife was the thing that came back the slowest. Waikiki are now open until 4 AM. All nightlife here is allowed to open until 4 AM. So we've got a little way to go where it used to be. It used to be 6 AM. We've got a little way to go on that, but yeah, it's going really well.
Yeah, bars and restaurants obviously are back open, and also there was like quite a big event, like a music, jazz and blues festival in the, not the music square, but in like one of the squares before that. So there's all these events coming back as well, like these bigger sort of things too. Yeah,
and the markets, of course, they come back. If you've been watching our channel, you see that we've gone around the Laharas market, the Aqua Park, Campanario markets. All of these things are coming back now as well, so life really is returning to normal here. So the general vibe of the island right now is really good. Obviously we've been allowed to have live music for a couple of weeks now, and that's really added to the spirit of Corralejo. Everything's really good with that. There's still a no dancing rule throughout the whole of Spain, which in my opinion is quite silly.
People dance in the spot sometimes and get told to sit down, and it's just ridiculous.
And it is, especially where I work in Flicks, and I'm literally DJing to people and they're in front of me dancing, and I have to go, I'm really sorry, you can't, and they think I'm joking. I've had so many people laugh at me and go, like, good one, like, it's not a joke. It sounds like it should be, and you can't be angry with them when they do that. Like, it does sound like a joke.
You must feel so bad to have to do that.
Yeah, because I'm the reason they're dancing. I'm making them do it and telling them to stop.
Yeah, you're literally DJing dance music.
Yeah.
And making them stop dancing. It's very silly.
But that's the general vibe. Live music's back. They still have the no dancing rule. That's the rules as it is, as we stand in level 1 at the moment.
Right now, the dancing thing is the only thing that really stands out as to like something that actually affects people's lives. And I guess it's not such a big deal. It's a bit of a shame. Especially when I saw like a kid dancing at one of my gigs and they get told to stop. And I was just like, oh. I feel so bad for that child. Like, now he thinks dancing's a bad thing.
Exactly.
Trying to be happy, and now he feels like he's doing something wrong.
So all in all, is it worth booking a holiday in November 2021? I think it is. As we say, life here is very normal, it's very safe, and apart from that no dancing thing, you wouldn't really know that we're in a pandemic anymore here.
To me it feels really normal, and it's such a good vibe. I think the vibe's even better because people are coming back to normality and feeling the vibe get better altogether. People are really happy and just happy to see like the live music. happy to see things open and busy. So it's such a good feeling here at the minute.
Yeah, for sure. Guys, remember to like this video, subscribe if you're new, and make sure you leave a comment in the box below and let us know what kind of videos you want to see from us in the future.
Yeah, let us know as well if you've booked to come out and if you have any more questions, and we'll see you in the next video.
See you next time.